Alrighty, good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for all of you who've come through and for all of you who've tuned in today. Middle of the week, 12:15. I know we're right in the thick of the week, so I appreciate your time with us. We only got a few more days and we're in the weekend again. These days, weeks are like days and weekends are like nights to me. There's no more I'm at work and then I sleep. It's like I'm at work and then it's weekend and then we can rest again. It's amazing how fast time is going. And so this afternoon will go quickly as well. I'm going to spend about 30 or 40 minutes with you today talking about DuePoint. It'll flash by, but we have lots of opportunity afterwards for you guys to come and ask me questions and come and talk to me. And for those of you watching the broadcast, remember at any time you can call our client service team and they'll answer any questions that you have. Before we start though, let me tell you that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. It's important to note for three reasons. One, we are a long-standing member of the financial services community in South Africa. We were first registered in 1952. We are 68 years old this year. That's nearly 7 decades. So it might be new to you, but I can assure you we've been around a long time. We are already, you can go and see on Constantia's website, a multi-billion rand insurance company that is a public insurance company. We're listed on the JSE. You can go and see all of our stuff online because we are a public company. When I say stuff, financial statements, directors, BEE status, all it's all online for you to see. What is also very important for you to know is that we're not from overseas. This is a local, homegrown South African insurance company. And so you're not dealing with something that you can't connect with. Here at DuePoint, you can connect with us. Offices around the country. You are meeting with our staff. If you're in the studio today, you can see and meet with us. And at any point during the week, you can come and visit our offices. That is what we offer you to give you a sense of security about what we are trying to do at DuePoint. And what we're trying to do at DuePoint might initially sound like something you've heard of before, but I can assure you it is very different and completely unique in the South African context today. The division was formed about 5 years ago. We sat down and we realized we had a problem that we needed to solve. It was a problem that was going to affect us as a corporate, but its root was in our citizens in South Africa, and that was that we were already in financial crisis in South Africa. Why I say it was affecting us as a corporate is we could see it coming through our customers in their financial behavior towards us. Now, for 5 years, I've been singing this song. I've been telling South Africans you're in financial crisis, and for 5 years, largely, South Africans have been ignoring me. This was until relatively recently when our president got up about a month ago and actually stood before the press and said, South Africa is once again in financial crisis. And I paraphrase a long speech. You can go and watch his speech on YouTube, but he effectively said, we do not have a solution. We do not have a solution. He was honest enough to say that. I read a very interesting article about him yesterday, where he is largely hamstrung by 25 years, possibly more, I would argue 100 years of bad economic policy. He's hamstrung by it. How does he turn it around overnight? Well, you can't turn it around overnight. And as a result, the economists from last year even are starting to talk about a lost economic generation in South Africa. That's you and me they are talking about. They're talking about how we will be a lost economic generation. Do we know what that means? What it means is that we will live our entire lives in poverty and without option or hope in improving our economic position. That is what the economists are starting to talk about in South Africa. Just 2 days ago, they released the results of the last quarter in South Africa, and they were very optimistic to say that we did grow instead of shrink by effectively 0.9% year on year. That's not growing. 0.9% means we're completely stagnant as an economy, completely. And what actually lifted us up was the fact that the dollar got so strong against the rands and the mines were able to sell their minerals for more. That didn't affect you and me. Do you care how much the mines are selling their gold for? No, it didn't affect you or me, which means that actually we were in recession. Go and look at the numbers in the normal commercial space and they were all down another year. This is what financial crisis in South Africa looks like. Why do we have these riots that are occurring in Joburg at the moment? Today's EWN is saying that they're starting to gain momentum. Do you know how frightening that is? When after 3 days the riot is not over, it's gaining momentum. Why are people rioting? They call it xenophobia, they call it all this. No, it's absolute desperation. It's desperation. South Africans, the vast majority of South Africans, are absolutely hopeless and desperate because there is no economic solution for us. 5 years ago, we already saw this happening. And 5 years ago, we decided we needed to create a system of solution to this problem. If we, even as a corporate, we're going to survive, but let alone corporate, us as citizens, we're going to survive in South Africa and not become a lost generation. And so we created what we call the DuePoint system. Now, the DuePoint system is a very simple system. It's not going to ask you to do any of the old things. What are the old things? The old things are get a job. That hasn't worked for any of us. None of us got rich with our jobs. Most of us are just in the line of unemployment with our jobs at the moment. It's not going to ask you to sell things, products that you have to carry around in bags and in your cars and fill your garages with. It's not going to ask you to do any of that. It's not going to ask you to do presentations. All of us are a little embarrassed after all the years of these sorts of things to do presentations to our friends. No, it's going to give you a new tool, a 21st century tool that creates a 21st century solution to our 21st century problem. The technology we use asks you to do one thing: just connect South Africans to us. If you're able to connect South Africans to us, you allow us as the insurance company to reach more people. If we're able to reach more people, then we as the insurance company are able to create greater revenue. And from that greater revenue, we are able to create wealth for you, not cash. We don't deal in cash at DuePoint. If you came here hoping to get cash, nope. We don't deal in cash because cash does not save people. Those people rioting around Gauteng at the moment, they're desperate for cash, but cash has let them down every single time. Cash runs through your fingers like water, my grandmother used to say. You put money in anybody's hands, by the end of the week it's gone. Put money in your wallet and see how long it lasts. Put cash in there. No, we want wealth. What is wealth? Wealth is a recurring monthly income, one you can rely on, one that is steadfast, and one that is hopefully for a lifetime. That is what will change the economic circumstances of the average South African. How do we create that? Well, we create it off of the back of our financial services products. They all automatically run every single month. They run on debit orders that are there every month. It doesn't matter what you're doing or what your circumstances are. Whether you're busy or away or sick, it doesn't matter. Our debit orders raise and your income flows in. This is proper freedom. This means you're not carrying the stock around and running back to your friends every month and begging them to buy the same things again. No, it's single connection through our 21st century solution that results in a stream of income thereafter for you. No running back, no presentations, no dragging things around with you. Now, folks, we built this solution in South Africa by South Africans. I can assure you, when Rob and I sat down on the 1st of August in 2015 to design this system, we said, what are the things we don't want to do? We did not want to sell. We did not want to have to get people to do presentations. We understood the natural concern we have around our egos in South Africa. In South Africa, we have a couple of very, very particular cultural traits. One of them is we're very sensitive about our ego. We're all very proud people. And therefore, we don't want to go to our friends and tell them about network marketing. We don't want to do that. So we built that out of our system. We also don't want to go around and have to... For the one point I want to make, and it's just escaped me. I'm thinking riots still. This is my problem. It's right. The thing that we don't want to be doing is we don't want to be carrying substandard stock around with us anymore. That's the thing that's really tainted in us and given us stigma around these things, because we're carrying these substandard things around. And the other thing that we keep saying to ourselves is that we don't have time. That's probably the reason you told the person you didn't want to come here today. It's probably the reason you told the person you didn't want to watch this presentation. I'm too busy. I don't have time. Am I right? That's very South African. When you ask somebody how they're doing, what's their response? The response is, whew, so busy. So busy, so tired. And now we look at what's happening. Look at what's happening in our economy. And we ask ourselves, all this time that you're spending, all this time that's just sucking up every minute of the day, is it making your circumstances better? Are you getting richer as a result of all the things you're doing? Or are you slowly deteriorating economically? Well, we know that that's what's happening. The economists are telling us that over the last 20 years, we have systematically deteriorated. So, we need to make a change, don't we? We don't like that. Now, the South African trait, we don't like change. We don't like it. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to make some change. Now, we understood all these things because as Rob and I sat there, we said we work 6 days a week. We don't have time for this. So we have to build a system that is going to leverage for us. We built a system that allows us, and a technology that allows us to build channels and teams of individuals that are able to create wealth for us 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. This is a business that creates wealth for you while you sleep. And it is a business that is nationwide, 365 days a year. That's what we gave South Africans. And so today, as you line up all of your excuses for not doing this, you now need to start dragging a line through each one. You really have to. We then said, we don't want a system that's going to cost people money. This is the thing that makes me sick. Every time a new thing blows in to South Africa from overseas, hundreds of thousands of South Africans chase after it like it's the new savior. And in every single one of them, what do they ask you to do on day one? They ask you to pay. Here's the starter kit. You need to buy it. There's a starter fee for joining. We need 30,000 rand of yours to invest in this new cryptocurrency. One of 16,000 that are now available to you. There's always a fee. There's always something to pay. At DuePoint, as long as you're a product owner of DuePoints, you get free access to our entire system. There's no startup fee, no monthly admin fee, no training costs, no application form fees. We didn't want a system that was going to make people poorer before they were able to make themselves richer. We wanted a system where you would start today on zero and move forward. You wouldn't start in the negative with us. In addition, we wanted it to be available to everybody. So we made a system that doesn't allow you to sell. We contract you out of it. No presenting. So you're not agents or representatives or advisors or brokers of ours. You're not marketers of ours. No. You simply use the tool, the technology to connect South Africans to us. It means that everybody, no matter your education or experience, is able to do this task of building assets with us. What are assets? Well, assets have got to do three things for you. Firstly, they have to create income for you even when you can't work on them. That's exactly what your channel will do here at DuePoint. Secondly, you need to be able to price and sell your asset. That's what you can do with all your other assets. And that is exactly what you can do with your channel here at DuePoint. You can realize the future value of the income stream you've created today by pricing and selling your channel. And thirdly, your channel has to be able to outlive you, because that's what assets do. Your car carries on after you're dead. Your house carries on after you're dead. Well, here your channels will automatically be transferred to your children. And the income that you created during your lifetime is now an income they will earn after you've gone. They'll be able to pick that asset up and grow it even further and then hand it over to your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren and on and on. That makes us, as we believe, the only intergenerational wealth creation company in South Africa today. We do not know of another one that allows a tool of that magnitude or creates a tool of that magnitude for the average South African. That is what we have done here at DuePoint. And we've built the system so that it's idiot-proof. It really is idiot-proof. I was laughing at one of our client service ladies. She wants to buy a coffee mug that says, "I'm really trying to be a nice person, but I'm just surrounded by so many stupid people." Okay? I had such a laugh when she showed me this coffee mug. But folks, we've tried to make our system completely idiot-proof. It is a simple technology that says, can you tap your smartphone? If you can tap your smartphone, you can create wealth with us. No fancy learning, there's a whole lot of legitimate businesses out there that are absolutely legitimate. One is like Forex trading. Forex trading is legit if you know how to do it. And if you'll see, there's a fantastic training module you can buy of 200 videos. You have to watch all 200 videos before you know how to Forex trade. Because you have to be educated. In ours, it was like, no, we'll do all of that. You move into the financial services space, there's 189 pieces of legislation that govern DuePoint. So if you were worried that this is a scheme or scam, it is the most regulated scheme and scam in the country today. There's 189 pieces of regulation and 9 regulators that look after our business. Look at all my gray and thinning hair. It is all as a result of regulators. Okay? We said, let us do that. Let the experts do that. And let South Africans just tap their phone. If you can tap your phone 3 times, you can connect a South African to us. If you can connect people who can tap their phone, then your channel starts to build. You start to create a platform of distribution for us. As people connect people, our technology lines them up to you, and this platform spreads. For the last 5 years, this has been happening thousands and thousands of times. This is not a new business. You're quite late here in the game. We've seen it happen over and over again. This is actually a channel growing. This is not like we've decided it was a pretty picture. This is actually how platforms of distribution form. We then come along as the insurance company, DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of products throughout your channel, not you. You never ever talk about our products, not ever. Your conversation with South Africans is wealth creation. Think about all these guys that are writing around our country right now. Pretoria, Alex, Joburg. These are individuals that you can go to and say, can you tap your phone? We can create wealth for you. Take desperation, take hopelessness away with a tool that is not going to require any special skills to create a platform that then, as we distribute the products through, creates wealth for you. No presentations, no selling. That wealth we then distribute to you in two ways. The first is through our returns program. This is the important one. This is the key reason why you join DuePoint. Everything after this is just cherries on the cake. But this is the reason why. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that product is paid, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment was made. And that sounds super complicated, but it's not. You're going to go out, tap your phone, connect a few people to us. They'll take a product and pay for it, and you'll get R27.50 times 200%. That's R55. Every month, for every person you connect, that's first point. People you connect, you get R55 per product. Not per individual, per product that's paid. So if these individuals take more than one product, that just starts duplicating. They take 2 products, get R110, 3 products, R165, and so on and so on and so on. You have now got power over income creation in your life. These individuals will tap their phone, connect people to us, they'll take products, and when they pay, you'll get R27.50 multiplied by 200% again, R55 again. R55. You've been here 5 minutes, you've connected a handful of people, and you're earning $1,000 a month. R12,000 a year. Just by tapping your phone. You've created an income that doesn't require you to quit your job, that doesn't require, those of you especially busy, doesn't require you to spend 8, 9, 10 hours a week on the thing. You're just tapping your phone while you're at work, while you're on holiday, when you're in the hospital, when you're in the taxi, when you're talking to a friend in a car or at the cinema or the drive-in. Doesn't matter. You tap your phone and you're connecting them to DuePoint and you're creating income. Now, you don't want $1,000 a month. You need a lot more. If we're going to change this economy, we need a lot more. But just connect more people. Put the 2 ingredients to success in here. There's only 2 things that you've got to do at DuePoint to succeed. Time and numbers. Numbers is how many people are you willing to connect to us? I'm going to show you a guy now that was standing on our stage last night and what he's done. Okay? How many numbers are you willing to connect to us? And then time. Are you willing to do it over time? That's a big stumbling block for South Africans. You see, when I say time, people think it's, well, put 100 hours in a week. No. No. That won't help you. Real wealth creation is never made quickly. Real wealth creation takes time. It takes years. And so we measure success in years at DuePoint, not weeks and not months. Most South Africans, desperate, as we can see, will see the next thing blow in from overseas, get WhatsApps. You know the WhatsApps, they're always black with the gold band around them. And there's a guy doing snow angels on a bed full of cash. You know him? And he's like, give me 5,000 Rand or give me 2,500 Rand and you'll be rich in 90 days. Anyone you know got rich in 90 days? No. But you know lots of people who's lost money, haven't you? I did this and I lost money. He did that and he lost money. That is never a statement that's made at DuePoint. Over the last 5 people, we've had people come in the system and fall out for all sorts of reasons. It doesn't work. People said no to me, etc. And then they've come back later. That is the biggest proof of the fact that people lost nothing while they were here, even if they didn't succeed. They lost nothing because they were willing to return. No one is willing to return to something that they lost money on. But here they return because we do not put you in a position of loss. We ask you, though, to put time in, years, not weeks, not months, years. If you do that, well, then we can create unlimited wealth for you. We do not cut you off at any point in your channel. You can grow a channel of any size and earn on the entire channel as long as you qualify to earn. We never stop you. When you hand it over to your children, they can grow it even further. This is the tool here gives you unlimited potential. Unlimited potential. No matter how much you're earning or how much you think you're worth right now. I promise you, in this economy, it's going to end. It's going to end. That is a factual statement. We have no choice other than to start, and this is a good Jim Dornan statement, digging the well before we need the water. Start digging, and you can replicate and replace your income if you so choose. You can also take it way further than any income you could create in the old systems, in the jobs and the old tools. Here, you can create an income of any level. And we can even calculate it. Like I said, we're not a new business. We've been around long enough now to have the data of actual people over time, and we can calculate for you what you can reasonably expect to earn here if you're willing to put in time and numbers. Okay? Now, you're busy. We know that, and you're important and all of that. Okay, fine. So we use a very conservative example here. You can grow at any rate you like, but this is the example we use. It's 3 plus 2. It's very powerful. It's so conservative that it really is powerful in how it demonstrates to you just how much leverage you can create here at DuePoint. 3 plus 2 says, in your first month, connect 3 people to us. That's just 3. See, it doesn't matter how busy you are. You can connect 3 people. You can tap your phone 9 times, because that's all it takes, 3 taps per person. If you're able to do that, and then every month thereafter, just connect 2 people. So we even reduce it in the months thereafter, because you're so busy and you don't have time. And connect just 2 people every month thereafter, 6 taps a month. Well, then I can calculate what you can expect. We put all the maths in, all the reality, actuarial, science, accounting, blah, 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 it goes all in. And it says that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on 2,500 Rand a month. 2,500 Rand off of doing nothing. Connecting 2 people a month is nothing. Go and watch the testimonies of the guys last night. There's even a piece of it that's up on Facebook today. And you will see that 2 is a joke. And even on the joke, you're earning 30,000 Rand a year with us after 6 months. 30,000. It's not begging every month to pay again. No. It's steadfast, reliable income as those debit orders raise every single month. Do another 6 months with us, and that 2.5, this is the power of leverage, rises to 9,000 to 10,000 Rand. The mathematics starts pushing in your favor now as you connect those 2 people every month, and they're out there connecting individuals. And we know that not everyone will do it. That's built in. We know the maths. Your 2.5 has become 10 in the second 6 months of doing this. How many of you are going to engineer a 10,000 Rand raise this year? Can you actually guarantee it? People say to me, I'll get 10,000 Rand every year. I go, really? Have they given you a written guarantee at the beginning of this year that's what you're going to get at the end of this year? No, folks. The economists are telling us we can expect decreases. Decreases! What's that going to be like when you get a letter that says, listen, sorry, in 2020, I have to pay you less than I did in 2019? That's coming, guys. But here, you have a tool that you will engineer the 10,000 Rand increase. You will. No one will stop you. Jane's got a wonderful statement. She says, people self-select. Here, we don't select you. I'm not going to stand at the door afterwards and say, you can do it, but you can't. And you can do it, but you can't. No. You're going to do it to yourselves. You're going to walk out of here today and go, it's not for me. That's a very interesting statement. I want you to repeat that statement in your mind as we continue this presentation. Why on earth would this not be for you? Why on earth? When all you've got to do is use 21st technology to connect your peers to DuePoint and create wealth for yourself. Ask yourself that question. You're up 10 grand a month after 1 year of connecting 2 people a month with us. If you're able to do it for 2 years, well, then the 10 becomes 30. That, according to SARS, the tax man, puts you in the top third of earners in the country. Only 1/3 of South Africans earn 27,000 Rand or more a month. And you've done it in 2 years. Not 2 months, not 2 weeks, not the first 20 people you spoke to. You did it over 2 years of persistently finding 2 solid paid people a month. That was all you had to do. And by doing that, you've created a 360,000 Rand a year income for yourself. I know that 2/3 of you in this room don't and will never earn that amount of money outside of DuePoint. Just make sure you answer that question. Why would this not be for me? 3 years down, and that's up to about 40,000 Rand a month. 40, 45. Do it for 4 years, and you're up to about 60, 65,000 Rand a month. 720,000 Rand a year. And if you can do it for 5 years with us, not crazy, 2 people a month, then you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's $1 million a year. Puts you in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. Right now, at the end of last year's tax season, there were 35,000 people in South Africa earning this amount of money. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's less than 0.5%. It's less than 0.5% of the population. And you've done it in 5 years. How long have you been working in your careers for? How many of you have been able to build an income of this much in your career, in your entire career? Yeah, we're saying 5 years, 60 months. How fast does 5 years pass these days? It's a blink of the eye, man. I'm still in February and we're in September. You know what I mean? It's getting worse. It's faster and faster and faster. What is 5 years? But how many of you will fall out in 5 weeks or 5 months? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. We measure at DuePoint in years, not in weeks and months. Are people doing this? Yes, people are doing this. Tens of thousands before you have been through and are in the DuePoint system already creating wealth for themselves. And as I said, every couple of months, well actually every month, we put a handful of people up on stage from around the country to talk about it. Some months we show you people that are doing it slowly. Some months we show you people doing it at medium speed. Some months we show you people doing it quite fast. We had a bit of a mix-up last night. We had Michael up. He's been with us for 18 months. Slow and steady. He's been with the ups and downs of building wealth at DuePoint. It's a fantastic testimony. Go and watch it. It's on YouTube right now. Go to DuePoint. Look at last night's presentation. Listen to what Michael had to say. Absolutely incredible. He understands long-term. He understands persistency. Over 18 months, he's created a channel that's worth $9,000 a month to him. So he's going a little bit slower than my 3+2. Do you think he's crying at the moment? No. You know, there's nothing like getting $9,300 in your bank account in the middle of every month. Yeah, really nothing. Look at the leverage here. It's about 63 people in who have created a channel for him of 240. That's nuts. That means for every person he put in, they put 4 in. That's what leverage is. 4 times leverage, 400% leverage is what he gets in his channel by connecting individuals to us around the country. And in the middle of every month, he gets $10,000. Didn't matter that it took him 18 months instead of 12 months. He's got an extra $10,000. He's got an incredible testimony. Go and listen to it. Then we had up Philip Faree. Philip Faree lives on a farm in George, 15 kilometers, I understand it, from basically the closest neighbor. 15 kilometers. He does not leave his farm. He has never left his farm to build his wealth at DuePoint. Why? Because he doesn't need to. He's not selling. He's not doing presentations. He's using our technology to connect South Africans to us. And so, in 7 months, and last night he said the first 2 months he didn't do anything. First 2 months he just watched the training. What a pleasure. It's like a godsend when you get a guy like that. He actually sits down and watches the training. It's just amazing. So he spent the first 2 months watching, learning, doing the training, connecting no one. Then from month 3 to month 7, so in 5 months, he built himself a channel now worth 19,000 Rand a month. I want you to just absorb that for a minute. I said to you that it would take 6 months to get to 2,500 Rand. Do you remember that? In 5, he's got to 19. Never left his farm. No, but I don't know anybody. That's a favorite excuse. No, but I don't know anybody. He's on a farm in George, 15 kilometers from the closest civilization. He doesn't know anybody. And yet, instead of doing 2 a month, he's done 15,000 WhatsApps in the last 5 months. Let alone his Facebooking and his Instagramming and his everything. And he's created a channel that has 451 people in it in 5 months. He's connected 105, and each one's put an average of 4.5 people in for him. That's leverage. How would your life change in the next 5 months if you were earning 20 grand more a month? You haven't quit your jobs. He still has to work that farm all day, every day. All day, every day, he works that farm. But on the side, using this tool, he's created an extra 20 grand a month. What does that mean? What does that do? It means that we can bring hope to a country that has lost all economic hope. That's what it means. And are there other people that have done this? There are tens of thousands of people that have done this already. But we have 57 million South Africans to get to. We have 57 million. We haven't got to your peers yet. But if you wait too long, we'll get to them before you get to them. Now that'll be a problem for you. It's time to pick this tool up and get out there and start making wealth. Then we add a whole lot of cherries to this cake. We start with our XP Rewards training program. This is how we teach you how to do this. One of the excuses we get is, I don't know how to do this. This is all great. Remember, we've crossed all the ones. I don't know anyone. I'm too busy. No, I don't want to do presentations. I don't want to sell. And then you get the, but I don't know how to do this. No problem. We'll teach you how to do it. You see, we sat down. We made these same excuses when we were forming DuePoint 5 years ago. We sat there and went, but I don't know how to do this. We said, well, then we better learn and then we better teach. And so we do. Through our XP Rewards training program, we teach you, but it's the best training program in the country because it rewards you for doing the training. But not like with a pen and a plastic name tag and a pad, like the one you get at the office when you do the training there. No, real rewards. As you do the training, you gain XP. As the XP accumulates and your channel grows, we rank you up. When we rank you up, we start giving you cash. Cash gets greater and greater and greater as you rank up. You hit rank 5, we give you an entire toolkit of things you're going to need to create wealth here with us. At rank 7, we give you an imported gold-leafed business card set, custom made for you, worth 20,000 Rand. It's not got any gold ink on it. It's gold leaf. You know when you give somebody a card with gold leaf on it, you're the only person in the country doing it. And people suddenly don't think that this is one of those other things. Suddenly we're very, very unique to everything they've ever heard of before. Then at rank 9, for those of you who put time and numbers in, And you go rank 9. And then you maintain your channel size. That's all we ask you to do. You don't requalify. All you do is just maintain your channel size for us. Every year that you do thereafter, for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away on a 5-star trip for a week, business class, all expenses paid no matter where you are in the country. We'll fly you up to OR Tambo and then off to your destination, and we'll take you all the way back to your house. We pick you up at your house. You're not even paying the petrol to drive to the airport. It is all expenses paid. It's not one of these things, the black with the gold, and then there's the MSC cruise at the bottom. No. It's 5-star, not 3-star. And you get to go with your family. And we've been doing it for years. Nothing that we tell you at DuePoint is a promise we haven't delivered yet. So it's not like I'm hoping that one of you will achieve it. Everybody's already achieved and beyond what I've shown you today. And for years we've been going away with a growing group of rank 9s, with their families, their spouses, their children, different destinations every year so you don't get bored. And we're going again on the 7th of December this year. The hotel is booked. Rob's going to start revealing now over the next 90 days. This 90 days we call Road to Rank 9. He's going to start revealing where we're going this year. So keep your eyes on our social media and our presentations so that you can see where we're going this year. Donnie's coming with us already. He sits here knowing his tickets and his room is booked already. Him and his 2 daughters and his wife are going. Well, I don't know. Maybe no one's Sandra to come this year. I don't know. It's up to you. You know? She's tanning already. Amen. This is the beauty. You wake up on the 1st of January and you know your holiday at the end of the year is already booked as a rank 9. It's done. And you build from that point. And so I don't have to show you fake pictures from the internet. I can show you the trips we've been on every December for years now. Sure. Close now. Close now. What's it? 3 days time, and it's 90 days to that trip, if I'm not mistaken. or very close to 90 days. Absolutely amazing. And we go there every year, and the question is, who's coming to join us? Every year there's new rank 9s that join us. It's a growing group. The question is whether you're coming with us. Is this really not for you? Is this really? Connecting people through a piece of technology that's already on your phone, you're just going to unlock it today? No, it's not for me. It's an interesting question. Interesting question. Folks, at rank 11, we'll give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's in your name. It's not branded. You don't finance it from us, and you don't rent it from us. We give it to you, and it's yours, so that you can be building wealth with the tools that are required here at DuePoint. Folks, that's 11 of 28 mapped ranks in our training program. It's the first third. That's all we've shown you. It's just the first third. What do you think is in the second two-thirds? We build all of this wealth, folks, off of the back of our products. We've got a bunch of products. It's a growing catalog of them. At the moment, we have 4 of different categories. You can pick between investments and personal accident cover, 324 Rand with Access Wealth. You can select R1 million worth of personal accident cover through our Wealth Guard product for 249 Rand. You can select our funeral cover. It's our family wealth plan. You can pick a whole host of options starting at 299 Rand there, 20,000, 30,000, 5 family members, 10 family members. You as the policy holder get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. So when you die, we settle that amount of debt for you, so your family doesn't have to. You can pick to be part and a member of our Buyers Club through our Wealth Points Buyers Club product, where you're able to get access to our suppliers to reduce your monthly expenditure. We've got suppliers across the industry giving us discounts and prices and vouchers and packages, all sorts of things. We're going to be showing you a whole bunch of stuff about one of our suppliers, Eagle Ford, this month, which is a motor manufacturer, a motor selling company around the country. They'll give you amazing discounts and services as a result of you being a Wealth Point Buyers Club member. So if you're in the market for a new car, they're the ones. Last month we showed you FHM personal training. And for the month gave you effectively 75% discount on their services. These kind of things you can get through our Wealth Points Buyers Club. All of our products have comprehensive review videos on them. So even if you can't read, just watch the video and it'll explain everything you need to know about every one of these products. Okay? But what do we do at DuePoint? Do we sell products here? No, we don't. We sell wealth. And so you never have to have a discussion. Somebody asks you a question about a product, you say, no problem, there's a video, go watch it. Now I want you to tell me. Well, I'm not going to tell you, go watch the video. Brendan will tell you. Okay? You don't have to do any of that anymore. You simply pick a product and get cracking. Okay? Oh, but my product's better than that. No. I don't care. Do any of your products create wealth for you? No. Pick a product. Let's get going. See what I'm saying? There's no sales pitch here. There's no presentation, no comparison, no recommendation, no nothing. We're in the business of creating wealth here. Pick a product and get stuck in. Folks, we wrap all of this in our Achievers Quest. Our Achievers Quest offers you the potential to start earning money in month 1. In month 1. People sometimes have said to me in the past, Brendan, the problem with DuePoint is you can't earn fast enough. I laugh in the face of that. Doesn't matter what your WhatsApp is promising you, they never deliver. We've already delivered 4 years now on everything we say. And we'll tell you that in your first month with us, and every month thereafter if you so desire, if you complete our Achievers Quest in each calendar month, we will increase your earnings by 5 or 10 or 15,000 Rand. What do you got to do? Put 10 people in this calendar month and make sure they're paid before the end of the month. And we'll boost your returns and your rewards by 5 grand. You do that every month, and it's 60,000 Rand a year in bonus that you can get. Put 20 people in a month, and you'll be getting 10 grand a month. 10 grand. That's 120,000 Rand a year if you do it each month. And if you can connect a person a day to us, well, then it'll be 15 grand a month that you make. That's 180,000 Rand a year just in the bonuses, never mind the returns and rewards. That's available to you. Right now, this month, you can be earning. Last month, we had a guy up called Glenn. He's done the Achievers Quest 5 months in a row. From his first month, he's been earning 7 grand a month from us. First month. What if in your first month, you got 7 grand at the end of that month? And you worked your way up from there. That's what you've got with our Achievers Quest. And then in 2019, we're running our 365 challenge. We're saying, can you connect a person a day for the first 365 days after you join us? Because if you can, yours starts today if you're a guest, your 365. If you can join a person on average per day over that period, we will give you the equivalent of 1.25 million Rand over that same period. How? Well, we're going to give you 365 Rand bonus check on the day you complete it. 365,000 bucks into your bank account 1 year from now. That's a good day. You will have achieved, of course, the 15 grand a month. That's 180K on top of this. But we know what your channel will look like where you've connected 365 people. I mean, on average, we can calculate it. And we know that it'll be past rank 9 which means that in the next year you will get R250,000 annual holiday out of us, potentially for the rest of your life if you maintain your channel size. We know that it'll grow past rank 11, which means in the next year you'll get a brand new car. Do the people that are looting and rioting and now abducting children in Katlehong and all of that, do those people have this level of hope? Do they have it? No. Why don't you take it to them? Why don't you take them some hope? So instead of becoming criminals and ruining people's lives, they can fix their own. They can fix their own without having to worry about the mayor and the politicians and that who are not fixing their lives. Take them a tool today that we can start changing this country with. Take it to them. And then what do we know? How much does a rank 11 plus earn? Well, we have rank 11 plus at DuePoint, so I know exactly what they earn. Somewhere between 40 and 50 grand a month. 40 and 50 grand a month means that you are earning 600,000 rand a year after 365 days with us. The 365 challenge is there for every single South African. If you say this is not for me today, you better be very certain. You better be very certain. You want to know more about us? Go to the JSC's website, look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's website, find our financials, our directors, our BEE status there. Go to the regulator's websites. There's 9 of them, but go to the FSCA's website and you'll find our licenses there. Life license, short-term licenses, and our FSP licenses, multiple licenses. Go find them all there. But make the decision to start making some change today. If you want to become a wealth engineer, you've got to do 4 things for me. Firstly, you've got to sign up. It's very simple. Go to our website, DuePoint.net, watch the videos, read the documents, everything's there, open book for you. Click join and apply, fill out the form. Now, based on your age is how fast you'll fill the form out. If you're over 50, it can take anywhere up to 30 minutes. It's the same form, but it will. If you're under 50, it'll take you less than 2 minutes to fill the form out. Okay? There's nothing in the form that changes. I just know from experience that there is a. So we say that on average, it takes less than 3 minutes to fill the form out, but it just depends on your age. I had this just last week, Thursday. I had a chap who was probably in his 60s and had a 22-year-old at 2 separate iPads. This guy took 30 minutes. This guy took 2 minutes. It was amazing. Same application form. Anyway, so it'll take you around 3 minutes, and you are a wealth engineer today, not a single cent having parted from your pockets. Not a single cent. Then I need you to do step 2. Download our app. You cannot do this business without a smartphone and our app. If you don't have a smartphone, you know what you're buying this afternoon. Go and get it. Go and get it. Get your smartphone, download the app. It's a free app. And then you can do step number 3. Exactly what Philip did is he spent some time doing the training. And what did it do? Did it slow him down? No. It meant 5 months later he was earning 20 grand a month. The guys that didn't do the training are still earning 500 rand a month and saying the system doesn't work. Folks, in the app, as it loads, you're going to go to Tools, bottom right-hand corner, and your training will load in order. It's not reading, it's not written exams, it's videos. Start at the top and work your way down. Do the training. Once you've done the training, you know how to connect South African stores. Do any of you know how to connect anyone to me yet? No. So don't say to me, oh, I've done this before, I know what I'm doing, because you can't even tell me right now how to connect a South African to me. No. Do the training, and then you can do step number 4. Which is connect South Africans. Connect 3 and you start earning. From your 3rd person on, you're an earner at DuePoint. 3rd solid paid connection, and you are earning here at DuePoint. You can do those 3 this afternoon. Country is screaming for help right now. Screaming. Take the tool to them. Take it to them, and not only save them, but build lifetime, intergenerational, economic changing wealth for yourself here today. We've got the tools for you. Go get them right now. You can find them on our store, DuePoint.net. Click store. Everything's available. Order it, and we'll deliver it to your door. Or those of you in the studio today, you can see them in our glass cabinet and buy them from reception on the way out. Our presentation's on USB sticks. So if data's a problem for you, the presentations are on the USB stick. Go and get it. You can play it on your TV and your computer. Just plug it in and go for it. We've got discounts on our business cards. If you want to buy our business cards, 20% off if you order them online. We've just got our brand new shirts in. Men's and ladies' cuts. Go get them and take the message to the people. Take it out there and let's start changing this country. Nationwide business. Every couple of weeks we're in a different city so that I can prove to people that I'm real. The 14th of September, we're going to be in Bombela and Nelspruit. 14th. That is in less than 2 weeks' time. Guys, you need to start booking your seats for yourself and your guests right now. I need to know how big a venue to book it. You have to do it today. Don't wait. Do it today. Draw your list up. Get a hold of your friends that know friends in Nelspruit, etc. From around the country. Plan your trip up there. And let's make it a massive conference. You go to our website, click events, go to the app, click events, scroll down, click attend, and get your ticket. The tickets are free. What a surprise. What a surprise. No cost again. Only cost to DuePoint. Go and book your tickets today. Get them in and send electronic tickets to your guests. We're on all the electronic devices known to man at the moment. You want to follow our daily broadcasts? Hook up on YouTube. You'll also be able to watch last night's Tell All Tuesdays, the testimonies of the people that have come before you, everything on YouTube. Go to Facebook, all the social media content you're ever going to need, we produce for you on a daily basis. You don't go and set up a DuePoint Facebook page or a DuePoint website. We'll shut you down because you're not DuePoint. You're you. You're going to use your Facebook page and your own websites, and you can take what we've created for you and push it and share it and tag it in and all of that sort of stuff. We do the work for you. If the videos are too data intensive, follow our podcasts. Everything is converted into podcasts for you on Spotify and Anchor and Apple. Everything you need has been done at DuePoint. Everything. And you know how much you're going to pay for it today to get this incredible system? Nothing. If anything, that makes us unique. If anything. Completely unique experience for you today. Folks, and I'm quite confident when I say it, I know I'm cocky and arrogant, but I've had enough years of doing this. DuePoint is beyond educated debate. If you properly understand what we do, you cannot debate us. It is, as we believe, and especially as I'm watching what's going on in the country today, it is the only economic solution we have in South Africa. At the beginning of 2019, I said there'd only be one conversation in South Africa, and it was going to be DuePoint. And we've already proven that right. Across the country, across tens of thousands of people a month are only talking about DuePoint. We are the only economic solution left for every South African. It doesn't matter how important you think you are. This is the only one that is going to sustain you through what is going to become a lost economic generation in South Africa. And so today I encourage you, come and ask me the questions, tell me your concerns. We've had to deal with them all before. We've had to. Even in building the system, we had to get over the line. Come and ask me, and then pick this tool up and get out there and start making change for yourself and for the rest of us. Guys, we're going to be live again tomorrow night at 6:30. I will see you there. And for the rest of you, I'm going to see you outside. Thank you very much.